They would let us like bounce in and out. I remember after Columbine, it started being a thing where it was like you can't bring your guns to school anymore because it sounds crazy. But before then, lots of people would have their hunting rifles in their trucks outside in the parking lot because you'd go hunting in the morning, didn't get one, you go to school like wearing there'd be a guy wearing his, like, maybe not his whole camouflage get up, but his pants or whatever the party couldn't take off to school because he went hunting that morning. And
did he smell like deer urine?
You usually don't put the urine on yourself. It's
I've been doing it horribly wrong.
Yeah, you want to drink it. You want to drink and get it down.
Oh, never mind. I did it right.
Yeah, you got it. Or just eye drop it, and that works too. If you want to concentrate.
Where do you put the urine? I actually thought you masked your own body scent with it.
So that is how that gentleman got beaten half to death by that deer that time. And that video you probably
seen. The fact that he's a pussy.
That and he's a pussy. Yes. Probably why the deer was so angry.
I'm sure.
So you put that on like a wick, and then you hang that from like a branch out over there, and that smells like a doe that's in heat, ready to breed. And then you usually correspond that with the audio of a doe. It's like this little grunt thing. Use a caller, and hopefully a buck hears that, smells that, comes in, takes the bait. But I never did that shit because I could shoot, so I just got up on a hill and I could see half a mile in every direction and just shot them. So
did you not do it because you thought it was not really sporting?
I didn't think it was required. I wasn't into being very sporting, to be honest. I killed a lot of deer.
What's the most, in your opinion? Because you know how people will be like, "Oh, this guy went to Africa and killed a lion in a cage. That's not real hunting." Like, what is the absolute most you can do and still consider it hunting, in your view? Like the most assistance you can have.
I don't think that.
So hypothetically, Taylor, if I go to Ukraine and drop some bombs via drone, is that still hunting?
No, that's war.
That's a war crime. No, that's war tourism. Which I don't think is a crime.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I'm fun, but
I think what matters is, do you care about the distinction between hunting and shooting? And I never really have when it came to certain types of animals. So like with pigs, I look, my dogs, like, man, those are like people almost. And then like a cow, man, that cow's kind of cool. Knows how it runs over here when it sees me bring the sweet feet out in the bucket. Like he knows, man. But then like some animals, it's like, you're this close to a fucking cockroach. Like, you're gone, buddy. Like I got nothing for you. Like the coyotes would come and they would like find a calf that was newborn and they would disembowel it alive and kill it in the night. And so you generate some hatred for those animals because and sort of stop thinking of them the same way you do dogs, because they've got to go. You want them done. So like when you make their traps, you're like, yeah, put some barbed edges on it. Make sure it works. You're not trying to make a humane trap anymore. You're just making sure it works. So yeah, that changes. But if we're talking about hunting, I don't want to hunt anything really that can't hunt back. Like I've been thinking about going on a trip to shoot a bear with a bow, and or maybe a big cat with a bow. But I wouldn't want to kill anything else that wasn't a predator anymore, unless it was for food. I don't want to sound like that loser we had as a guest like 12 years ago. I'm not trying to like hunt for my food, but if I were going to hunt a deer, I would only shoot a deer again if fuck him, he's a loser. If I would only shoot a deer if it was like to feed me or somebody else or something like that. I just wouldn't want it to. Of course, all the deer I always shot went to somebody. Somebody always ate them. I never like threw
Would
them
you
away.
eat the bear that you killed so you didn't waste it?
I was looking at how much it costs. I think that it costs more than I want it. Like, it's not that I can't afford to shoot a bear. It's like, that's ridiculous. I think
hundreds
all
of dollars, or
that happens to me too.
It would cost about $35,000.
Oh wow!
What kind of bear are you? Like, are you
grizzly
like
bear?
Okay.
I don't want. I mean, I want to, because you'd have to. I want a body mount too. I'm counting a lot of things here, like transportation from where I'm going, moving the bear mounted here, and then the license to kill the bear. It's like 15 or 20 grand to get started.
How much for a polar bear?
I don't think they let you shoot those. But at my zoo,
are you some kind of snitch? I didn't ask you if I'm allowed to shoot a polar bear.
I'm telling you about Lenny at the zoo. He'll hook you up. Look, do you have any methamphetamine?
Obviously, I still have.
He loves the stuff.
I mean, you're talking about
bear.
The money.
Yeah.
Here's a loophole. there's no way it costs any money at all to kill a grizzly bear in self-defense. There's no way. And once it's dead, it's dead. Like if it happens to attack you and you fear for your life and you happen to be filming a TikTok or whatever and you're like, he's coming right at me. And then bang, I bet you get off scot-free.
The proposition, well, I mean, how do I kill it though? Because the way I was going to kill it was going to be up in it. No, not allowed to use those. I'm going to be using a bow. I'm using a bow and arrow, and I'm going to have
bow and arrow to kill a bear, a grizzly bear.
Yes.
That seems like the wrong tool for the job.
It's that's the thing.
Crossbow.
If you use a gun, it's not even scary. It's not even scary. I'd use such a gun that one shot would always kill it, and I just won't miss. I'll just do that, and the bear will die. Right. But if I use a bow, like Jesus, if I hit it and like if I miss the lungs and the heart, will he come up this tree and get me? Do I need to have like a bunch of black powder pistols, like a pirate ready to be like, cocoon, 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 cocoon?
I mean, you make a good point. It's the same reason I exclusively hunt dragons with spears.
Yeah.
It's so funny you mentioned that because I would bring a spear because I want to be up in the tree with a spear in case he comes up at me. I want to be able to poke him back down, right? I don't want to be like taking my arrow out of a quiver and giving him a poke. I want to land.
You know, he don't want to be out there looking silly.
No.
Go a step farther. Like don't climb up the tree at all. If you miss the bear, start jousting. Right?
I will need a shield bearer for this adventure.
Honestly, have you
seen... I'm not playing favorites here. Either one of you
wants to
are
bear
more than
shield.
Welcome. Yeah, you'll be my shield bearer.
So wait a minute, I give you the shield if we get in real trouble. This sounds horrible.
Yeah, you're hanging on to it until I need it.
I don't go in
dangerous. You better take this.
You're both of your guys' cardio is too good. I'm not going in the woods with you and on a bear.
It matter if the bear catches you in 3 seconds.
We need to bring someone a little slower. Yeah. Have you seen how quick they climb the trees? I feel like you miss once with a bow. It's going to be up there before you can get your fucking halberd, inverted, pointed at it. It can run up like a 30-foot tree in 2 seconds. It's like it runs up the tree.
Just to be clear, I have no active plans to go do this thing. I did look into it, saw it was expensive, and I was like, I don't want to do it that bad. But so just before anybody's like, Kyle, do not go grizzly hunting with a bow. My uncle did it. They ate him. I get those all the time. People, I'm like, those are jokes, right?
Dude, if you want to hear about somebody's injured family member, tell them you ride a motorcycle. My goodness. Everybody has a fucking story about how their great aunt Sally fell off a motorcycle or made a left and some car to hit them or who knows. Dude, why do you think I want to hear this story? 100% of the time you tell a motorcyclist the time that other motorcyclist you knew got hurt, they're like, I wish you weren't talking.
I saw 2 horrific motorcycle crash stories on Reddit the other day. Didn't send you a single one because I need you probably out on your goddamn bike. I was on mine.
I took the awful. Today.